Hi there, hello, good morning, welcome to Coffee and Card. The last one in January 2024, 30th of January. Where did January go? Sometimes it feels like it's a really long month, but then, I don't know, this month feels like it's gone really quickly. We've got lovely blue skies here today. A bit very cloudy, but you can see how glorious the skies are. So I'm looking forward to going out for a walk with the dog. I can't say the word anymore. We've got to that point where we have to spell it out. We've actually just started saying W in case she's so clever that she puts two and two together with that. So hi Betty, hi. I've got 5 people on this morning. Got lots to share with you again. Because I've got 2 coffee and cards that are open for booking now, and people probably have been paid now, so it's now a really good time to get signed up. So without further ado, I shall flip the camera over and show you all the goss. Well, not all the goss, but you know what I've got on the way. Okay, there we are. There I am. Let's lower the camera now a little bit. Oops, so you can see my desk a bit better. There we go. That's better, Julie. Okay. Right, everyone's a bit quiet this morning. Okay, so for the next 2 weeks after today, I am going to be doing a random coffee and card that you can just tune in and watch using items from the mini that I've not used yet. And I'm looking forward to doing that. So the next coffee and card doesn't start until the 20th of February, but I do have to close bookings next Tuesday, please. Wednesday should probably be fine, actually. Next Wednesday, let's say, which is, I think, the 7th of February. So we're going to be doing the tools now. You're going to get a free set of papers, okay? And I'm really looking forward to this. I've only made 1 card so far, but I've seen so many fabulous ones, and the possibilities are endless. So you will get the full pack of 12 sheets of paper completely for free, and the stamp set. I've seen some amazing cards with the paintbrush, and there's a little stamp here at the bottom if you can see. So you can stamp that in all different colours and put the paint on the bottom of the brush. It's brilliant. So looking forward to doing these. Here are the dies. I think it's 20. Yep. Brilliant dies. A pegboard, a toolbox, tape measure, hammer. These are the kind of dies that, and stamp set. Last time we did some tool dies like this many years ago, it was probably around 2015-16 time. They were like hotcakes because they were retiring, and then they sold so quick, and then people couldn't get them. I could have sold my set that I had. I could have sold it 10 times over. I remember people were looking everywhere for them. But this set's even better. It's so much better. So yeah, it's worth it for the dies. I mean, if you don't want to get the stamp set, you can make cards just from the papers and the dies. Most of my cards will do that. We are going to, of course, use the stamps, but you could get round it and just choose something to the same value. I am very flexible. Well, not physically. I am very flexible, and it's always worth asking me. So that starts on the 20th of February, and it is now open for bookings. Gosh, we're all really quiet this morning. There's only Betty who's chatting. So that's that. I've only got 1 person on for that at the moment, so thank you, Anne, for signing up. Oh, I have got a card. I did say, I think I showed this last week. So this one uses all the edge pieces. So they're not even wasted, these bits that I've cut from the sides. And you think, oh, there's so many that are not full, but they're great. You can pop them around the edge. So I loved making that one. And you know what? We've had some work done in the house. And we've had a media wall built. Now, when I say a media wall, it's not one of those really, I call them like footballer's wife type ones. It's not one of those all white and clinical. It's more like cupboards with shelves, and we're going to have it painted navy. And it's going to be fabulous. And the guy who built it was amazing. So I might send him this card. It's probably not a card kind of guy, but we're so pleased with it. And then I could do one with a paintbrush for the painter as well. That'd be good, wouldn't it? So I think we should send more cards. Betty, I'm sorry you're not chatty either, but at least you are here, and I am grateful for that. So that's that. That's open for booking. And then that's round 37. And then 38 is also on. And this is with the gorgeous lavender papers. Now, you do only get half a pack of these. But they are beautiful. And this is a bit unique in that I have priced it up not to include a stamp set this time for this one, but you can if you want, just to include the dies, the gorgeous dies. They're like postage stamp style, because you can do so much with the dies, and people have a lot of greeting stamps already. This is the stamp set that goes with them. Also, if people have signed up for my treat day, you're going to get these anyway. If people have signed up for my treat day and they want to take part and just get the card kits, then I will send you the card kits for £12. So you can upgrade and get the stamp set. And if you order that before the end of February, you will get a celebration item. Now, one of my lovely customers, Anne loves her coffee and cards, and I'm very grateful. She didn't want this stamp set, which actually goes with it as a bundle. She wanted the lavender one because she's got greetings and things, and that's absolutely fine, and that actually be £4 less. You do get some of the paper butterflies as well. We're going to do some lovely cards with that. I have made one, but our puppy Beulah took a shine to it and stole it from my desk. Can you see what happened? That's a social media post right there. So yeah, it adds to the vintage feel of the card. There we go, look. She really loved that card. Hey Caroline, and hi Michelle. But yeah, Beulah really loved that card. So much so, she ate the corner. Anyway, thought you'd like to see that. You won't be having a chewed card when you do the coffee and card with me, though. Our cards will be, hi Carol, hi Amy. Oh, we've got 12 on now. We're firing on all cylinders. So I've been a bit worried about today's card because I haven't got any coins for it. And I've searched. And I sort of forgot until yesterday that I needed the coins. So I'm going to show you how I made it. If you want to use the coins, you can do. I'm going to show you an alternative way to do it a bit more simple. But I will show you how I made the card. Okay. So this is week 5. And I have done a little, the card goes down here, and I've used 4 5Ps, okay? But it is quite heavy. It is interactive, but if you don't want to do that, I'm going to just do the card without these cutouts on the road, okay? And I'm going to show you an alternative design just to make it a bit more funky. So, but I will tell you how I made the, why have I got 2 sheets of that? I think I'm a bit greedy. I must have had 2 spare. So you'll have a berry burst card blank, and you will have a piece of white and a piece of crumb cake that does go there. It's a bit shorter, and that's on purpose. Now you should also have 3 clouds, which I've not got out. This is a punch that we don't do anymore, but I kept it because I thought that's going to be so useful. And here we are. It's useful. Wow, I've got 17 viewing now. If you're on Facebook, ladies, you may want to pop over to YouTube. You don't have to head on over to YouTube, which is the Paper Haven. There's just a little bit more chit chat going on over there. So that's the card from today. Now I'm going to check my scraps first to see if I've got any of this blue paper for Sky. I think I can use that. I think that will be grand. So it's got these on the back if you need to find it. So we're using that for the Sky. Okay, I'm going to do an alternative easier version, and then I'm going to talk you through how I did the harder version. Okay, if that makes sense, if you want to do interactive. But I've been worrying my little head about this morning. So I've come up with a plan. Why do we worry about? I thought, why am I worrying about my lovely ladies that I ain't got any coins? I'm sure they'll be fine. And look, one of my gel nails fell off. One of my gel nails peeled off. In fact, I found it on the floor. I'm surprised the dog didn't eat that, actually. But yeah, so what I've done is I've cut this piece of paper to 13.8 in width. The depth, it doesn't really matter. Mine's 6.5, as long as if you hold it up on your paper, your piece of white, you've got an overlap. So what I mean by that is when you put this piece on, you've got an overlap. So 6.5 will be fine. So that's going to go like that, yeah, for our road. Now, that piece of scrap is quite handy because, don't worry, be happy, Betty. I know. Why do I worry about silly things? Why do we all do that? Okay, so what I'm going to do, just to make this, just to actually be using the punch, yeah? This is just a little idea I had. Okay. I'm going to use these as a guide. Where's my pencil gone? Oh man, I've got a pencil with it. Ah, there it is. I'm going to use the punch shape as a guide, and I'm going to make a little hilly road. So this is instead of doing the interactive, you know, the pull along. So I'm going to use this, because if you don't feel like you've got a steady hand and things like that, use this and as a guide, as a stencil. Yeah. Okay, so I've used the punch to draw a wavy line. So it's another way of using it. You know, a lot of my customers, they don't want to tear the card themselves, and I get that, and don't feel like they might have a steady enough hand or feel confident enough to do that. So use it as a little guide. Oh no, look, I've done I'm actually wondering if my blue's going to be deep enough now, because I didn't know how far down this came. We'll see, we can cut another bit if not. Pencil and ruler, best things in your craft room. With a pencil with a rubber on the end, a good, decent one. These ones are good. Craig gave me this one actually. Helix Oxford pencil. Let's see if we've got enough blue. So that's going to go there with a border around it. Oh, look. There's a tiny, tiny chink of light. Do you know what? My car can go there. The car can go there. It's the tiniest slither of, but we'll put the car there, yeah? How's that sound? Okay, so there's that little gap, but that's fine, all right? Because we're going to cover that up. Now, what I am going to do is I am going to stamp my car. I'm going to stamp it twice, actually. I love this car. It reminds me of the Barbie movie. I've not seen the Barbie movie, but I've seen some clips. I'm waiting till it's free on Sky, and I'm waiting for a night where I can watch it on my own with the dog. Because Craig doesn't want to watch it. So I've stamped one on white, so you should have a bit of white left. Hope you're all with me still. And then go in that scraps box and see if you've got a piece of the stripey for the car. Don't think look at me. Oh, I don't think it'll fit on there. Let's have a look. Oh, actually, because we don't need all of the car, I actually think it might. Because I only need the main chassis of the car. We can stamp it here. Cut it out. I'll show you what I mean. Doesn't matter that the wheels aren't on the page because we don't need those in the pattern. So I'm just going to cut out the chassis of the car. Did anybody watch The Traitors? Oh my goodness. There we go. So that's cut out. And what we're going to do here is that is going to stick over there. And I'm just going to grab, and we've got to cut it all out again now, but we'll cut it out of here first. Oh yeah, I loved it, Betty. We've loved it. Claudia is brilliant, and Evan watched it with us a few times. Anne's not on this morning, and Anne's normally on, so... And Fiona. I've not seen Val for ages as well. I must send her a message. So now I'm cutting out the one that I stamped on the white, but I'm cutting this as a whole, as the whole car. What I'll do is when we've made this one, I'll talk you through how I constructed the other one, if you want to have a go, but you will need 4. I've used 5 pence pieces and some dimensionals. So now I'm going to glue this piece on to the white car and watch it come to life. And then I'm going to colour the wheels with my blender pen and my grey ink pad. Oops. I'm just taking the ink from the ink pad. I'll actually show this for anyone who's new, because I've got a couple of new customers now who might not know the old tricks. So these are blender pens that I'm using. They come in a pack of 3 and they're like a clear pen, okay? You can use either end, and you don't have to save it for one colour. You can scribble it off and get rid of the colour. But what you can do is, if you squeeze the lid of the ink pad and the ink pad together, you can take the ink. Don't take it from the pad, the foam, take it from the lid. And you can colour with it. Only small areas. I wouldn't advise using it for larger areas. So that in this car's going to sort of go here like this. Okie doke. And I'm going to have my clouds. So what I'm doing is I'm positioning them a little bit off the side of the card. I'm going to glue them down and then I'm going to cut them off. I know, Betty, I wish it did as well. Oh, that's just going to tuck under there like that. That's quite handy. So last week, this just reminded me, because I'm really conscious of it now. I throw my glue bottle down a lot on my desk. I probably throw other things down. I just drop them. You know, it's a credit. No, I just pretend when I'm doing these, I just craft like I would craft if it was on my own. You know, I just sort of craft and chat, and I don't pretend that you aren't there, of course, but I just craft and chat. And I received a horrible, I'm just going to say, a horrible YouTube comment last week from a video that was from 3 years ago. I'm just going to cut these off, these clouds. And it was actually a live stream. It was like a coffee and card, but I think it was a bonus random one from 3 years ago. So it wasn't a pre-recorded video. It wasn't edited. It was, you know, as you find me kind of thing. And the lady, well, Actually, I don't like calling her a lady, but the person said, I suggest something like, you take a look at your video taping techniques, dropping products, scratching noises, and gulping water are all very annoying or irritating or something. And then she said, your card is precious. Your video method's not so much. So it wasn't very nice at all. So I left a comment back. And I agree, I probably do throw things down, I probably do make noise. But that's me. That's it. So yeah. Needless to say, this person didn't do her own videos on YouTube. So obviously watches a lot, but doesn't do her own videos. Right. So that wasn't very pleasant, but that's, I suppose, when you put your videos out there on a public domain, you're going to get that. So I'm going to take the happy birthday stamp, and it just fits in that cloud, and I'm going to stamp it there. Have a practice on here. I'll try not to be annoying. I said something like, I've got to drink. I've got to have a drink. So the happy birthday is over the cloud there. And then the car's going to go there. And I thought I might put another greeting here. So I will do from all of those. I know not everybody wants that, but it does go. When I can find it. Oh, there it is. I couldn't read it because it was backwards. Actually, I'm going to stamp it there in grey. I know, Betty, some people, I did say something about being kind. And I put something like, I hope your nasty comment may help you to have a better day or something. And feel better about yourself or something. Yeah. Anyway, it was from 3 years ago. I wasn't upset by it. I was just a bit cross about it. But now it has made me mindful of throwing my things on my desk and placing things down very carefully. Okay, let's grab a couple of foam plants here. Just putting it there to hide that little mark. Okie doke. So there is my finished card, an easier version. But we still use the punch, yeah? In a different way. Okay? So how do you do this one? What you need to do is, with the piece of crumb cake, you need to go in with this, before you've stuck anything down, you go in one way with your punch, and then you go in from the other side with the punch, and I don't know if you can see, you have to make sure that they connect. You may have to do a little bit of trimming. So you do one way and one the other way, okay? And try and do them so they're equal from, I was a little bit too far to the left. It might be worth marking where the centre is, okay? And then you construct your card in just the same way, but you glue, I don't know if you can see here, there we go, yeah. You glue the 5p to the back of the car at the front chassis and the back of the car the rear chassis. Can you see that? And then in between that, it's hard to see. Basically, I could pull it off and show you, but you sandwich a dimensional. You need 2 more 5p's, which then go behind. You have to your best putting a foam pad then on the 5p's that are stuck to the card. Yeah, pull the backs off, and then you need 2 more 5p's, which you stick with the card in between, and you stick them behind the card, and then they should stick together and go like that. But it's not my favourite, and I think it's a little bit it's a bit chunky. I think you can probably see there. There we go. Can you see the 2 5p's sort of sandwiched together with a foam pad? One's at one side of the crumb cake card and one's sandwiched in the back of the other side. Oh, hi, Nanny Jane. How are you? So there is the interactive card, and there is the easier version. And that was the last week of this round of coffee and card. Obviously, thank you, Carol, for that kind comment. I will just be me. This stamp set is no longer available anymore. The papers are, so if you've enjoyed the papers, they're still available. They're in the annual catalogue, the big catalogue. And next week, I'll be doing a card with something from the mini catalogue. I might even use the bundle that I was going to do the coffee and card with, but people weren't a fan. In fact, I'm going to show you that in a minute. But what I always do, it's tradition, is because it's the last week of this round, is to get out all the cards that we've made over the last 5 weeks, line them up. So this one had 2 different ones. We had stripes and stars. Oh man, I keep knocking my camera. Apologies. We can fit all those in there, can't we? Look. Sorry, it's not straight. I'll probably get a comment that my video's that straight. Oh, that worked out well, because they can fit in there on the bottom, so we can fit them all in screen. So week 1, we had, well, 2 different ones. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. There are. Thanks, Betty. So if look, I match the papers. I'm wearing my lemon lolly. Oh, thanks, Jane. It's lovely to have you on, Nanny. I feel weird calling you Jane, Nanny. So I'm in my lemon lolly. So next week I'll be sharing something random from the mini catalogue and celebrations, probably, because we're already a month into celebration. So if you haven't ordered this month, I am closing off my special code tomorrow. It's been very quiet this month, so if you want to book on a class, then I've put the booking website down at the bottom. Got 2 coffee and cards open for booking. Also, bingo night is open for booking, which is on the 21st of February. That closes next week as well. I'll be ordering that next Wednesday. Got a lovely kit for that one. I wanted to just share some cards with you that I made with the Hooray for Surprises bundle that I was going to do coffee and card with. So we had a lovely demonstrator day on Saturday, and here are some of the cards that I made. So this is one of the interactive ones, and what you do, I've actually glued this back down. but it comes perforated and you pull that off and then there's a message underneath. So that was one. This was a card that we did without the dies. So, and these are the free celebration papers called Sunny Days that I've used here. Sunny Days. So that's one without the dies. And then this one is one with the dies. And you pull this off. Oh, I haven't done this. I'm going to do it on a video for a reel. So look out for that. I don't want to, but basically that pulls off and there's a message underneath. So I might demo this next week with these papers because I know, because I've demoed them once on my demonstrator event. That's why I've got 2 of each cards there. And that's just a simple one with the dies. So let me turn the camera around.
There we go. Thank you for tuning in this morning. The dark green one, Betty, this one, it's shaded spruce. And I very rarely use this colour other than for Christmas cards. But it's a really nice layout that Melody, who works for Stampin' Up, she's head of concept art, who design all the cards. I got the layout from her. And I think you've got that banner behind, Betty. It's the Nested Essentials. It's not as long as that, but you actually just cut it in the middle and then split it and it gets hidden by the circle. So that's a really nice layout. We might do something similar with the lavender papers that would look really nice. So if you look out for that on the next coffee and card. Right, what time are we on? Oh, 7 minutes past 11. So I'm going to go make a cup of tea, tidy up because we're nearly at the end of the month. Can I just say, in fact, I'm going to tidy up now while I talk to you. We're nearly at the end of the month and my desk has been tidy all month. It's a new me. It's a new Julie. I did an all-day event on Saturday with my team and some demos who aren't in my team. And I tidied up before I finished, which was a revelation. And you know what? It makes you want to come back in the room afterwards. Oh, pretty paper share. I have got 1 spot left, £30 posted. So if anybody wants a share of all 8 of the mini catalogue papers, so it's a quarter of a pack, and you'll get a quarter of a pack of the tools and the birds papers. They are ready to go. You get access to a Facebook group with myself and Claire Daly, and you get a PDF of card ideas. So I've got 1 left, £30 posted. If you want to take that spot, just send me an email or message me. And I will see you next week for a random coffee and card. Jane, get tidying, Nanny, get tidying. It's made me feel better about coming back to my desk to do things, actually. So yeah, right, I'm going to see you next week. Have a lovely week. Happy February on Thursday, and I'll see you soon. Bye.